whatever it takes. I know I can make it through. A Degrassi podcast with Kelsey and Holland too. I know I can make it through.
Hi, and welcome to Whatever It Takes, a podcast about Degrassi, the Next Generation. I'm Kelsey.
And I'm Holland, and today we're talking about Season 9, Episode 19, Keep on Loving You. And Kelsey, will you please read us the Degrassi Wiki summary?
Sure. Holly J and Declan are going strong, but when he can't say the L word, she takes it personally. Meanwhile, Mrs. Coyne comes to town and announces to Fiona and Declan that their family will be moving to New York. Peter and Shantae are the leads in Declan's musical, but Danny has insecurities about Shantae kissing Peter. Succinct.
Sure. But also, they kept going on about how Shantae is in the lead. Shantae is one of the leads. But it looked like Jenna was the lead.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
I don't understand.
She was like the girl from outer space in Space Awakening.
Yeah.
Shantae looks like the cheerleader girlfriend who gets left in the dust.
Yeah. That is obviously what happens.
But the episode is called Keep on Loving You, which is named for the 1980 song by REO Speedwagon. I love this song so much.
I love this song. This song reminds me of Drive Me Crazy, and it
Me
also
too.
reminds me of just driving my car, because one of the only CDs my dad owned was an REO Speedwagon, and I stole it from him just so I can listen to Keep on Loving You over and over again as I drove around.
I'm also pretty sure we played this on a jukebox in a bar when we were really drunk.
We absolutely did. Also, the only time I've ever done karaoke, I sang this song with my friend Chelsea.
I mean, it's the perfect song.
Chelsea, friend of the podcast, who was on
Degrassi Goes to Hollywood?
Yeah, Degrassi Goes to Hollywood. That's the one. We sang Keep on Loving You. It was magical.
But yeah, I think it goes pretty well with the episode, because no matter what happens, Holly J and Declan are just going to keep on loving each other.
Because they're great.
Because they're adorable. But before we jump in, I was too overwhelmed yesterday to take notes while watching this episode for reasons I will not go into. So Allegra took my notes for me. So I have not read these notes yet. I don't know what they're going to say. These are all I have to aid me in remembering what happened in this episode. So we're all in for an adventure.
I'm excited.
So does the episode start with Declan giving Holly J the bracelet?
Yeah.
Because my first note from Allegra is, oh yes, the classic boyfriend bracelet, which is ugly.
It is ugly. So he gives her a bracelet, and she's like, "You're magic," and he's like, "I know, right?" And then they're like, and he's like, "Are you ready?" And she was like,
"Oh yeah,"
yes,
they're in her room.
They're gonna do it.
They're gonna do it,
you guys.
Allegra says, "Awkward sex talk, totally clinical, sexy."
Yes. Well, he's just like, "Are you sure?" Which is exactly how you should be doing this, by the way. And she's like, "Yeah, the pill's been great for my skin," which, fun fact, it is usually really good for your skin.
I haven't been on the pill in a while.
Me neither, but when I was, pill was great for my skin. But yeah, he asks her 37 times, which is the appropriate amount of times to ask a girl in high school before her first time having sex.
Yeah. And she's like, "No, I want to do it." And then she says, "I love you." And he's like, "That's perfect."
Yeah, basically. He's like,
it's
"Then
weird.
it's perfect."
And then he's like, "How does this thing work?" She has a weird frilly dress thing.
Yeah.
And then they have sex, I guess.
Yeah. And she has this look on her face wait, he's not going to say it back, but she doesn't address it until later. And I'm like, dude, you should have just stopped and been like, "Hey,
yeah,
aren't you going to say it back?" I understand that she's in the middle of a moment and she doesn't want to ruin the moment, and I get it, and she's in high school and freaking out. But dude, if it's going to freak you out that much, maybe just be like, "Hey, pause. He'll be fine. He's asked for your consent 47 times. I just keep upping the number."
Yeah, whatever. It was fine. And then we went to the theme song, and Allegra wrote down, it transitions into them about to have sex and then it goes into the theme song. And Allegra wrote, "I now realize my greatest fear is losing my virginity, and this song is playing." This theme song is playing. Which would not be a good time.
It's a nightmare. Yeah, it's a nightmare scenario.
And then she wrote down, "We paused here and Holland saw Degrassi Takes Manhattan's runtime and was not pleased." It's an hour and a half, you guys.
So long. It's so long.
Oh, but then they're all like getting ready for the play. Should we do fashion, please? I don't know. I've come across a couple notes.
I have a few. Fiona has a crazy hairband bow situation. All of my fashion notes are Fiona.
Allegra thinks Declan's hair is bad, but I think it's actually looking better personally.
I like it.
The bracelet's ugly. Holly J's weird dress thing in the first scene was weird.
I don't remember it.
I want a Degrassi drama shirt.
Me too.
In my life. And
can someone send us one? We'll get a P.O. box if you'll just send us a Degrassi drama
I want
t-shirt.
a Degrassi drama t-shirt.
I want one so bad. It has multiple meanings because it's full of drama. Fiona is wearing this weird, like, many squares necklace and then an enormous crazy belt. I don't know. She's also wearing, like, a purple frilly vest shirt that I don't care for. That's all the fashion I have.
What is this play? Why are they dressed like High School Musical?
They are dressed like High School
Musical. Oh my
Musical.
god, Jenna's weird alien wig was a lot.
It's the most.
I don't know. I'm not gonna try to parse through these notes. If I come across a fashion thing, I'll just say it because I can't right now.
Fair.
But yeah, they're all getting ready for the play.
Well, first, Holly J is walking down the hall, and Jane is like, "Congrats on your internship at Sizzleteen." And Holly J's like, "Cool, thanks." And then she's all like weirded out, and Jane's like, "Did you guys have your like magical night?" And she's like, "Yeah, I guess." And Jane says, "Welcome to the club,"
which is weird.
A choice. She also says "booyah," which I do not care for.
Yeah, like booyah, you lost your virginity. Sure,
I guess. I don't know. At least it's a positive reaction. And then
like this friendship is still so weird because of the Jane Declan thing that happened.
It's super weird. And
it's
then,
weird that they all hang out all the time.
It's super weird. And then Holly J is like, "Well, I said I love you," and he didn't say it back. So now I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah. And
then we see Declan dealing with Fiona fighting with Anya
about costumes.
And he's like, "Fiona, Anya's your boss. Just deal with it." And then he comes over to Holly J and he's like, "Ugh." And she's like, "We have to talk. You didn't say I love you. Do you love me? Are we on the same page?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh no, it got weird."
He's like, "It's not that simple." And she's like, "Meh." And then I guess I said, "What the fuck does that mean?"
Yeah.
Because Allegra wrote down that I said that. And then they're like in a fight. Did they break up? I don't remember.
I don't know. I think they're in a fight.
And then Danny's like coughing
ominously.
And yeah, Shantae is like in the lead and she's practicing with Peter and they have to kiss and Danny's all weird about it, which is stupid. They're in a fucking play.
It's a dumb B plot. Get over it,
like,
Danny.
I don't like this. And
whatever. Fragile masculinity.
Whatever. And then Holly J sees Fiona and like gives her back the bracelet Declan gave her because she's like, Declan can have this. He didn't tell me he loved me. And she's like, "Why do you have my grandma's bracelet?" And she's like, "Oh wait, it's a special bracelet."
Yeah, basically. And Fiona's like, "I thought he was saving it for someone special," because Fiona is rude as fuck.
Yeah,
because there are twincest vibes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we'll get to it. We'll get to it next up, you guys. We're going to do Degrassi Takes Manhattan next.
I don't know. And then Holly J's like, "Oh, well, maybe he does love me. Maybe he just can't say it." And then she's like, "I'll take the bracelet back."
Well, Fiona also was like, "Well, the last girl he said it to, like, immediately cheated on him and, like, destroyed him."
Which I think we knew that.
I don't know if we knew about the cheating, but we knew that, like, this other girl destroyed him.
Yeah. And then we see Peter practicing a song called The Girl from Outer Space, and it's really bad. And apparently I said, "Ew, what is this? I'm so confused." Allegra wrote down, 1, what is this musical? 2, are the songs written by bands for the musical? 3, I thought the musical theme was them using pre-existing songs. All valid points. I don't know how they got to Space Awakening. It was not explained at all.
Well, no, it was definitely that the bands from Degrassi were going to make songs because there's so many of them.
I don't know. And then she said, "We better get to see this play. How is Peter the lead? He can't sing. Danny is coughing. Social disease."
I also originally thought social disease or like mono. I actually thought that this was going to be like a mono B plot.
And then he starts talking to Peter about like, getting weird about like, "I don't like seeing you kiss her. It's weird." But and Peter's like, "Oh, I totally get it. Whenever Mia had to like be up on those male models, I hated it." And then I apparently said, Jesus Christ, Danny, it's goddamn acting.
It's a high school musical. Like, get it the fuck together, Danny.
Yeah. And,
go hang out with Trish.
But then Peter's like, don't worry, dude. I got your back. I'll try not to kiss her. Maybe we can rewrite it or something.
Yeah, like, Peter, you have that kind of power.
We're performing this tomorrow, and you're going to change the whole fucking play. Sure.
Whatever.
And then...
This is stupid.
Holly J goes to talk to Declan, and she's like...
And it's very sweet, because she's like, it doesn't matter if you can't say it. It matters that you show it.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to say anything you're not ready to say.
And then she
I know that you mean it.
Yeah, and then she's like, I'll never break your heart. And then Allegra said famous last words. And then she wrote down singing Backstreet Boys, Holland. Because then I just started singing, I'll never break your heart.
I love you. Yeah, but I wrote, that's very mature.
And then Allegra wrote down, HJ and Declan are too happy for this early in the episode.
I love them. They're just the best.
Or wait, maybe then this is when Peter and Danny talk about the bro code, because that's where Allegra wrote down.
Yeah.
And then I said, this is the dumbest B plot ever.
It's stupid. And then Jane is suddenly involved in the play again. And I still hate when Declan says sir. Because Peter and Danny did already have the conversation, but Peter starts being like, let's not kiss. I smell bad. Let's not kiss because, I don't know, I gotta go by.
Yeah, it's dumb.
And yeah, I mean, Peter is just being a good friend, but he's being also a dummy. But he's like, I'll get sick and then she can't kiss me. But then, like, who the fuck is gonna be your role, Peter? No one can bad act like you can bad act.
It's so dumb. But yeah, is this when
Shantae drinks the wrong water?
Yeah, So Danny and Peter are like drinking water bottles outside of the gym. And then Peter's like, give me your water. I'll get sick. And then Shantae like grabs his water because she thinks it's his and not Danny's. She's like, I'm not getting yours, sickie. And then she drinks like the sick bottle. And they're like, no.
Why is she stealing Peter's water bottle anyway?
I don't know. It's weird and
I would not do that.
unsanitary.
They're not close enough friends for that. I don't even think I would. No, I would do that with you.
I don't know. Maybe they're like, we've kissed already because of this play. I don't care.
That's
We've
the other
shared
thing.
germs.
They've kissed so many times in rehearsal that why is Danny now the day before the play getting mad about it? Like, get it the
That's
fuck
fucking
together,
stupid.
Danny. I hate this B plot.
And then, is this when we're with Fiona's mom? And
Yeah. So
she's like, guess what? We're moving to New York again. Bye.
and Fiona's like, we're going home.
And Fiona's excited. And Declan's like, wait, I don't want to go.
Yeah.
She's like, too bad.
Tough shit. I'm your mom. You have to do what I say, basically.
Yeah.
Also, I can never keep track of how old these people are.
I know. I thought Holly J and Declan were seniors, but I guess they're not.
No, I think
Because
they're
she's like,
juniors.
you're spending your senior year at Vanderbilt Prep in Manhattan. They keep calling it Manhattan, too. And
Which is a choice. I mean,
I guess technically you, like, yeah.
I mean, I call it Manhattan, but also that's because I live in Brooklyn, and if I say New York, it's not clear enough.
Yeah, but I feel like when I'm outside of New York, I say I live in New York.
Yeah.
Like, the city.
Yeah.
I live in New York City, because Brooklyn is still in New York City. But, yeah, I feel like it's weird when you're in, like, Toronto being like, we live in Manhattan.
Well, they have to specify. They don't live in a lesser borough, Holland.
That's true. But I feel like people outside of New York don't really get the whole borough thing anyway.
Probably.
They think New York is Manhattan. They think New York and Manhattan, that's all there is.
They should go to Staten Island.
Way.
Anyway.
I went there a couple weeks ago to the mall.
It is a place.
I don't know.
But yeah, Fiona and Declan, they have twincest vibes again, and it's gross. And then Declan is telling Fiona that like he hasn't told Holly J. It's the next day, and Fiona like is talking to Declan. He's like, yeah, I haven't told her yet because when I tell her, it becomes real, and like he doesn't want it to happen. So this is the thing: Fiona knows that Holly J doesn't know, and Holly J comes to talk to Fiona about something.
The I love you.
The I love you
stuff. She's
stuff.
like, our conversation went great, and she's like, oh wow, okay, heartless. And she's like, what are you talking about? Like, we're moving to New York soon. And then she immediately, like, updates her face page or whatever. And it's like, moving back to Manhattan. Thanks, guys. Bye.
I don't remember that. I might have been taking a note when that happened. But, like, So Fiona, you obviously know that Holly J doesn't know because Holly J is giving off no clues that she knows.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, you mean the I love you thing? I bet that seems less significant now. Which, like, fucking rude. But